A new day, a new project, and what we have to do today is to fix these garden lights. Beautiful in the night, very sensible, I may say, touch to a tent or umbrella or something anyway. So what's happening here? Let me show you. Some of these LEDs are not lighting anymore. Look there. Okay, these are fine, but I got plenty of these with no light. So instead of throw it away, I'm going to try to fix it back. I have some spare LED lights. So far, what I found, this is very interesting. The first LED, it's already replaced, but inside here we have a resistor in series. Look there, that's the resistor, you can see it. But all the others got no resistor. That means 5 volts from the power supply is going straight to the LED, like here. And you can see the difference too. But that's a problem, because if you have an extra voltage or something, then it's burning the LEDs, like what's happening. I can't explain why, but it was happening. The point is that this garden lights, it's a chain of parallel LEDs. Why parallel? Very simple. Let me show you. We have the power supply here and connected to AC, of course, to the mains. The output is 5 volts and we have 2 lines, a plus and a minus. And of course, LED, light emitting diode, it have a plus and a minus, anode and cathode. How to put them in parallel is just to have the plus on plus and minus on minus, and you can put as many as you like, as long as the power supply is powerful enough to supply the current necessary for all this chain. Normally there should be a resistor like 10 ohms or something, I don't know, in a series with each LED, which is not. I'm not sure why. Okay. So all I have to do now is to replace all the burned diodes with new ones. And I already did with these 2, but obviously I need some more. So let's start and do the things. So I'm already on diode number 3. I can work with the power on, because 5 volts is not harming the body. You can touch 5 volts without a problem, and I also can see very clear what is the problem. Maybe it's a connection problem, maybe it's something else. The single problem here is that the new LEDs, replacement LEDs, are a different color. The originals are kind of yellowish. I'm calling that worm light, but I couldn't find any other. Okay, that's a bad one. And now let's see, how's this going? Like this? No, the other way. Okay, just cut this, having some solder, and just, well, I think I need a help here, a helping hand. Okay, there we go. Nice. There is a isolating plastic in between the legs, because we don't want to short the line, and this is done. Okay, another one here. Okay, so here is something interesting I have to show you. You see, these LEDs are somehow point LED, you know. These are very good for having a flashlight or something. But in the garden we need something like this, you know, lights for spreading around. So how can we do that? Look at this. You see, it's a difference. You know, this one gives more ambiental light than point light. So it's very easy. With a cutter like this, just get the tip and cut it out. And then you see we have a spreading light LED. It's much better for, you see the difference? Look at the bulb. Okay, interesting, huh? Okay, people, after 3 hours of hard working, I may say, well, I didn't know it's so terrible routine, you know, to do all these stuffs. Well, finally, I realized that cold light LEDs are not good. I don't like that color, you know. This should be a warm light. And what I found in my attic, an old Christmas tree light or something anyway. So I just used these LEDs to replace the burnt ones. Okay, so that's the technology, you know. I'm just cutting this. Okay, this is the last one. All right. What's happening here? I think this should be the last one. Yes, it is. But I can take it out, no problemos. The last one, I can do whatever. Let's measure that. 2.698 volts at the end of the line. Okay, with another one, another last LED to go, and that's the input here. Let's see. 3.18. You know, something is taking a lot of power. DC 3. Okay, so we don't exactly have a 5 volt there. It's 3 volts. Really? 4.4 volts. Okay, we have to remember that, because I have a beautiful color. I love that. I have a step down converter I have to use, so it's 4.4 volts. And now let's see about the amps. Oh, 400 milliamps. That's nothing. You can use a battery if you like. But anyway, what's interesting about it's the voltage. I have to be careful with my step down converter. 3.1. Well, that's like 1.6 watts. Let me have the last LED. Like I said before, it's not dangerous to work with power on with this particular voltage. It's no harm, and I can see if the connections are good or not. Some of this LED, they lost their, how can I say, power or lightning power. That's why I have to check them before. Sorry, short again. Okay, there we go. Soldering iron. And a little bit of tape to be sure that we have no short. So all these LEDs are in parallel because of the line. You can see the first ones are a little brighter than the last in the row. Look here, kind of difference. That's what we are losing on the line. Probably I'll put a little bit more the voltage to around 4.5, maybe 5 volts, and that's it. Well, maybe it's an idea to fix your garden lights without spending any extra money. And now we're gonna put it up on the roof, and I'll show you later. Okay, so this is the final result, people. I think it's wonderful, isn't that? So it took me a lot of work, but finally I like it. Why not? Okay, thank you for now. Please like, please subscribe, and if you have any comments, write them down. And most of all, have fun. Bye bye.